want to know how to save more money? And do you want to know how to build more credit? Now contact Finance Victory today, and then you'll notice a real big change. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Finance Victory's weekly podcast. Apologies, I'm travelling at the minute. So I just wanted to make a video about how to save money during freshers. So I understand that September and / October now is the month where university students are starting their courses or returning, and so this is a time to really think about how you're going to get through the rest of the year. So from my experience, when I went to university in 2011, we did get quite a bit of money. We had a maintenance loan, and then we had the loan for the actual course. Maintenance loan, it would drop about twice a year, so 3 times a year, and it was about £2,000. It could go up to £2,000, and then on top of that we'd get a grant. So yeah, you'd have quite a bit of money, but a lot of people would just waste it within a week, and what they'd waste it on would be alcohol, partying, I don't know, just spending it on the clothes, because I was based in East London. Westfield had just opened up for the Olympics, so everyone was just we've got a shopping centre, and they'd often do a lot of student discount events as well, which is really handy. So yes, I have three tips for you to save during freshers. So the first one is prepare before you join uni. Make sure that if you want to have enough money for yourself and you feel like the maintenance loan isn't sufficient, then make sure you look for work in the area that you'll be staying, or a commutable area, or commuting distance, an area of commuting distance no more than 1.5 hours, so that you can actually commute and come back and have time to go to do your studying as well, because that is important, because you need time for that, and you don't want to be too tired from your part-time job. So it's always good to prepare. When I was starting university, I actually applied for a retail job at River Island, and I was very lucky because they were actually opening up Westfield Stratford as I was going into uni. So that was my first ever retail job, and I got it, and I was like, wow, okay. It sounded really cool at the time, but the experience was awful at River Island in Stratford. So yeah, it wasn't great, but I made a lot of cool friends there. Apologies for the women on the overground. So it was a memorable experience. Lots and lots of students, and lots of ways to network as well. So make sure you look for a job prior to going to university, especially because you may not know anyone to ask about jobs. The second thing would be to attend the Freshers' Fair. It's very important that you do it, because that is where you'll find access to everything. You'll have access to knowledge of the student unions, all the different groups at universities, and all the different types of potential jobs that you could apply for, and various ways of networking. You have little stalls that you could go to and speak to people based at uni and people based off campus. So it's a great opportunity. Freshers' fairs usually last about 1 week, so make sure you're there, and make sure you're not although you can party, just make sure you wake up to attend these things, because they're very important. They only come once a year, maybe twice, after when everyone comes back in second semester, but this is the best time to actually go to these fairs, and you'll get a lot of information. It also gives you a chance to network as well, and meet people in your building, in your campus and course, etc. And the third thing would be to not sleep. So it's very easy to be okay, I'm just gonna lay in and just do what I need to do and follow a set schedule. But if there's any type of events, so we're not just talking about freshers in the beginning of uni, it's literally whole year round. So for example, if you weren't successful in getting a job that you wanted during freshers, then make sure that you keep networking throughout the year, so you can speak to people, speak to tutors, speak to the ones that are really helpful, because not all tutors are helpful in that regard, and they may not know how you can get extra help when it comes to jobs. So make sure you're out there networking, talking to people in your class, talking to people in your flat. Don't hide away in your flat, because you just don't know who you're like sharing a flat with, and you don't know who the people that you're sharing with know. So you should always never hide away. I know uni can be quite depressing, and you'll feel like, oh, I just want to stay in my room all day and not speak to anyone, because one, you're missing home, and two, you're in a brand new environment. So it's very important that you actually try and make the effort and don't feel like you have to hide away. So these are my 3 tips. So number 1 is prepare before you go. Number 2 is attend freshers fair, and number 3 is don't sleep or hide away. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.